Hi Gemini, welcome or welcome back to my channel. We are doing your weekly messages for next week. So we have Cat Spirit here, claim your independence. And funny that the number is 13 because I think next week, Monday, if I'm not mistaken, is the 13th. But I feel like this card comes out for you a lot. And basically the Cat Spirit is about, like, you know how cats are super independent and they are just doing their own thing, enjoying life, licking themselves, eating their food, roaming around, you know, being curious. Like they're just so independent. And the Cat Spirit, when this comes out, it's basically telling you that you might need to do those things. You might need to do things by yourself right now. And it's not to say that you can't be with someone. It's to say that, like, interdependence is something that's such a good thing with you and another person, rather than codependency. So interdependence is like you guys can help each other out, but you're not relying on each other. Do you know what I mean? That's the type of energy that the Cat Spirit brings. Then we have the full moon in Taurus, and it says your dreams need a practical plan. And this card is about, you know, you're in a phase where you like to manifest things, you are wanting to bring in new things and that type of thing, but it's like you're not actually taking the practical steps to get there just yet. So this is about maybe coming up with like a 10-step plan of what do I need to do to manifest my dreams. So like those dreams that I really, really want, what are the steps I need to take to get there? Taking that first step is always the hardest step. And from there, you're good to go. So because you've already done step number 1. So it is just about maybe taking that first step of maybe even just needing that plan in place so that you can go ahead and start. Then we have happy. So this is basically about you being extremely happy. There's not much else to say about it. 26 is the number, 2 plus 6 is an 8, actually. An 8 are generally about movement and momentum. So things could be gaining momentum, which is making you happy. You could be moving somewhere, traveling somewhere, that type of thing. I don't know why I'm getting that message. I never get that with this card. But you're just going to be in a place of like ecstasy in some way, like fulfilled. And it's not coming from outside of you, it's coming from within. Like you're just in a very happy space next week. So let's see what does... Oh, almost dropped the tarot and I almost swore on camera. But let's see, for Gemini, what do we need to know? What are the messages for Gemini this week? What's coming in for Gemini? Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy. We have the Chariot, Cancerian energy, 5 of Cups. We have 6 of Swords. We have the Death card, Scorpio energy. We have the Ace of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, and 7 of Pentacles, and lastly Temperance, Sagittarius energy. I will move the camera, so just give me a minute. At bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so let me just move this camera quickly and move this tarot deck out of the way. Or just bringing in more decks there, but oh well. Okay, you can see most of that, that's fine. It'll do. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. I feel like what you don't see coming is that there's something that you need to save up for. And you need to save up for this thing because what's going to happen is that you're going to be presented this opportunity of what you can invest in, right? And you're going to need the money to invest in this thing because this opportunity is actually quite a good one. So I think it's a time where you need to hold back on your spendings right now. we do then also have the Queen of Wands. So I feel like you also just need to have this, or you're going to be getting to a place where you are going to be extremely motivated. You're going to feel confident. You are possibly like having a glow up in some way. But this is the Witch of the Tarot. Look at the little black cat there. Love that. So this is the Witch of the Tarot. So you can basically, you are this witch. You can make anything happen. You can bring in whatever you want. Cast those spells. Not on people, please. But you know what I mean. Like, you can bring in that happiness. Look how happy she is. You see? Look how happy she is. That's what's happening there. And funny, because this is actually Taurus energy. So there could be that's the plan that you need to do. You need to hold back in some way. Plan for the future. All right? It doesn't have to do with money. It very well could be. But you do need to plan for the future to bring in some sort of, to have the ability to accept some sort of opportunity that's coming your way. Okay, so in the middle of the reading here, we have the Death card, Death and Rebirth with Scorpio energy. So there's definitely some sort of change coming in for you, all right? There's something that's being let go of, or being let go of, and there's a transformation in place right now so that a rebirth can take place. Why is this happening? Number one, it's divinely timed. The universe is kind of getting involved here. The wheel is turning in your favor. And usually with the Death card, I would say, you know, like, you probably don't see this, that this is in your favor yet. But I feel like you actually do. Like, you know, this is in your favor. Like, you know, this is going to be the best outcome for you because it's going to bring you to some sort of rebirth, right? Or transformation, or a big change that is going to be lucky for you. And it is divinely guided. Wheel of Fortune is also about change. So we've got double change here. I do feel like the Five of Cups is that there is some sort of sadness surrounding this, possibly regret, but also just focusing on what was lost instead of focusing on what can happen next. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like you needing to let go of any sort of negative thought patterns surrounding this ending so that you can move forward in some way and have the rebirth. Because we have the Nine of Pentacles here. So the Nine of Pentacles is basically saying that this is your independence, right? Probably financial independence. This is going to get you to a place, this transformation is going to get you to a place where you can stand on your own 2 feet and you don't need to rely on anyone else, whether that's financially, whether that's emotionally, physically. Like, you're going to be completely independent here. It's very synchronistic with that cat spirit. So that's very good, and that you can enjoy the fruits of your labor as well. You've put in such hard work that now it's time to enjoy it. So this change is good. This ending is good. We have Temperance. Again, from the wheel, starting at the wheel to Temperance. This is destiny. This is Archangel Michael. That's also about destiny, or like the angels or Archangel Michael coming in here to help you and assist you in this time. This is bringing in balance. Yes, you are going to need patience for it, because the Ace of Pentacles is just the beginning. So if you're saving up for something or holding back on something for now for a new opportunity to come your way, I feel like this opportunity is, because it's the Ace, it's going to take time to get to the 10. The 10 is where we want to be. The Ace is the beginning of the journey to that 10. So I feel like you are going to need some sort of patience when it comes to this. But if you have that patience, oh my God, are you going to get basically everything that you need? It's going to bring in balance. It's going to bring in moderation. It's going to bring you to a place, like, if you've been overspending, it's going to bring you to a place where, like, your finances can balance out. If you've been overindulging in foods that are bad for you, or drinking too much, or something along those lines, it's going to bring in a time where you're still going to be able to drink and have fun, or you're still going to be able to eat the foods that you want, but you're also going to do the other side of things where you're not going to go out drinking, or you're going to do a bit of yoga and a walk over there, go to the gym, or you know, like, it's kind of balancing out those energies, and it is just bringing in a very balanced time for you. Then we have the Chariot. So in your day-to-day life next week, there could be travel for sure. If it's not travel, you're definitely going to have some sort of success with overcoming an obstacle that you've been trying to overcome. So you are going to move forward in some way past this issue, this obstacle, and be successful and victorious with whatever this is. But definitely travel could be on the cards for next week. Then we have the Six of Swords, which is also about travel, but this is more in your emotions. So I feel like you've had a very rough time lately. Maybe you've been feeling a little bit like all over the place or like chaotic or something like that. And now next week, you're finally moving from those rough times to calmer waters. You're going to be much more peaceful in your emotions. And it's probably because whatever like tumultuous waters you've gone through is basically that's ending now. But you've learned the lessons that you needed to transform yourself and to bring in some sort of rebirth. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So in your thoughts next week, you could be having some sort of breakthrough, some sort of clarity in your mind that's going to make you realize something that like you need to change your perspective in some way, or your perspective will change. That's going to bring you down some sort of new path here. This could also mean that there's some sort of communication between you and another person that is going to happen next week, or that you're focused on wanting to have some sort of communication with someone to speak about this breakthrough that you've had, or this or maybe the communication is going to bring the breakthrough. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So in your goals or your desires, something that you've been working on here, you've been working on for a while, you've had to be patient with this. It's taken a long time. And you are seeing a little bit of growth here from the effort that you've put in, but not as much as you would want to see of the amount of effort that you've put in. So you could be getting to a point of feeling like, oh, should I keep like investing in this? Should I keep going? And I feel like yes, the answer is yes. You do need to keep putting in the effort towards this, towards your goal, because it is going to bring growth. But at the same time, you need to balance things out. So it's not about working too hard and never having any fun, but it's also not about never putting in the work and having too much fun, or just constantly like not focusing on any responsibility. It's about balancing out those energies. So what do we want to clarify for Gemini? So let's see, what is this thing that you need to hold back for? Okay, so I feel like if you overspend right now, you're going to mess with some sort of financial situation. You're going to get to a place of being unstable in your finances for sure. Yeah. Definitely. So this is a huge sign that you need to save. If you don't save, Tower's going to come in and there's going to be chaos. Something's going to flip and break. What else? We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse as well. So if you don't hold back on your spending right now, again, then there is going to be something that's going to be like not working out for you. So just make sure that you do save what you need to right now. You're nearly there, so just keep saving. Keep an eye on your finances. So what is this big change that's coming in? There's lots of movement and change here. Judgment. So it's definitely divinely guided. It's some sort of wake-up call. This is your purpose. It's calling you. It's meant for you. It's going to happen quickly, maybe very quickly. So you could feel a little bit like worried about it. There could be some sort of conflict with that as well. Or not even conflict, it could just be disagreements or competition, and you need to step out of your comfort zone here when it comes to this change. Okay, what is the moderation that's coming in for you? Okay, well, it's coming in quickly and you're going to be happy about it again. It's going to bring in some sort of dream, like a dream come true in some way. Possibly communication surrounding why are my words not working? A water sign, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Or it is just communication about maybe an apology that needs to happen, and that's going to bring the balance between you and another person, maybe after a fight or something. So that could be something, or yeah, it could be got to do with your career. So 8 of Cups. So basically this, whatever the situation is that you're in now, there's definitely change. Things are moving for sure. You're walking away from a situation to move towards something that you're actually going to be much happier about. Okay, so what do you need to be patient with? Movement, success, moving forward in some way. You need to be patient with yourself. You're being very like dissatisfied with where you're at now, and that's just going to cause more impatience. So just be patient. Maybe take a holiday or something. Okay, let's get some romance angels for you, Gemini. We have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. What else do we have for Gemini? Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. And what else? Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay. And then let's see what's going on for Gemini in their love life. What do we need to know? Rejection, abandoned, dismissed, and irrational fear. So you definitely could have a fear of rejection or fear of abandonment in some way that needs to be healed. I feel like this could be some sort of perspective that needs to change within your life, or there's some sort of rejection that you had in the past with another person that you're actually better off without, and this is going to give you a clearer headspace. Maybe this is something you need to move forward from. What else? Fantasy. There's that Page of Cups energy. So daydreaming, imagining, and fantasizing. And we have at the bottom of the deck, lusting, forbidden, non-committal, and sexual energy. So you could be fantasizing about someone right now. Maybe fantasizing about someone who maybe rejected you in the past. They could be coming to you in your dreams in some way. And yeah, that could be that energy. You could be fantasizing about being single. That could be something. What else? Okay, we have silence, frozen, no words, and stone wall. Bottom of the deck, we have bitterness, resentment, anger, and hurtful words. Yeah, I did see that there could be some sort of like conflict here. So there could be some sort of conflict that happens, that you guys have a fight and now you're angry with each other because some sort of hurtful words have been had, and now you guys are like being stubborn in some way. Not only you, like you and your person are being stubborn and not talking to each other at this time. So let's see. So we have I look for you everywhere. What else does your person want to say to you, Gemini? We have I can't stop thinking about you. And what else? Maybe you rejected them. Okay, well, we got 2 coming out there. I usually only get 3. The timing just wasn't right for us. There's that timing card. And we have I feel you even though we're apart, even in the silence. Okay, so Gemini, that is all I have for you this week. I hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And I will see you guys again next week. Take care.